Baccarat, Big Bear. Big Shirley. What's going on? What's going on? What is going on, man? Nieces and nephews, kinfolks and cousins. What's going on, man? Your godfather is back in the house. And the house is, of course, packed. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Oh, my God. I'm glad to see you guys back. I also have a question for Instagram. I've already put it out on YouTube. Candle of the Evening, Hotel Edition. Fragrance of the Evening, Rosia Dove Qatar. Qatar. This is dope, brothers. This the one. This right here. This that stuff. They'll be like, ooh. Think about when when strippers with that 1%, the Gucci. Viva La Juicy, you know how you feel after you had about 2 shots of Henny in you and you're at the strip club and you on her. This has that effect on women. So here's the thing. Here's what it is. There we go. Who is this? All right. Whoop. Okie dokie. So, here's what we do. All right, Big Shirley, how you doing? Shirley, I'm giving Shirley a little bit of a break. not really.
She belongs to the streets.
What's going on? But serious question. Okay. As I get ready to go to Miami next week, you guys are going to love the content in Miami. I'm going to be sitting down with some. When I tell you I'll be sitting down with some women next week that are going to have your jaw on the ground. We're talking about beauty. We're talking about brains. We're talking about business. The kind of women that you as a man would be like, yeah. Because no matter what my critics and detractors say about me, you've been with me long enough, you know I'm trying to get something accomplished. We're trying to get the bonds thing accomplished. So to that end, 2022, self-awareness is sexy. We know that part. The next part, separation. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to separate in order to achieve escape velocity, to get what you want out of life. You can separate, meaning detach with love. That don't mean cut yourself off, sell out. It just means you gotta get some distance between you and there, because you gotta get where you gotta go. That's what the leader of the pack does. And the last part, balance. A life that's beneficial, affirming, liberating, activating, nourishing, collaborative, and enthusiastic. I'll be teaching an entire broadcast on that. That balance thing is what's so important. But I am not above criticism. This is why from time to time I'll have smoke shows when I ask my critics and detractors to come up and actually tell me what I'm getting wrong, what I could be doing better. But I also realize that I know what I think. I know what the guys think. But what we think, what we believe, what we can prove, there's one thing about being right, and then there's something else about getting shit done. I don't want to be right and not get shit done. What I learned early on in my life is sometimes you have to settle with being correct instead of right. Sometimes you have to give a little bit to gain. And to that end, that is the only way you're going to be able to collaborate with people who think differently than you, who have different platforms and followers. So when I sat down with Nicki Minaj, I thought that was an excellent conversation. I sat down with a married woman, a mother, a woman, from what I understand, prior to Nicki Minaj, the woman that had the most impact on rap was Lil' Kim. And arguably could say Foxy Brown, and it's like, but when I talk to people, I talk to people. I don't talk to brands. And you've heard me say it before, I reflect energy. But there are people who follow women I'm going to be talking to who we have different audiences. I'm not going to sit down with people who are going to just be, do y'all want to see this interview? Do y'all want to see me go around the country and sit in a room with a woman who just says yes, 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 whatever, yes, 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 cosign, ditto. You flip off that video like this. Just like you wouldn't want to have a bunch of guys who are just saying yes, yes, yes. You got to end up engaging people to where you can come to common ground. And even if you don't agree, have some sort of understanding. So to that extent, I'm not above being, I don't think I have all the answers. Even though I may talk like it sometimes, I'm just passionate about what I say. But I know I don't have all the answers. So to that end, I asked the ladies online, I asked this question. Ladies, what is the right message for today's women? And the spirit in which I'm asking that question is not a trick question. I've been told that, Kevin, you have the right message but the wrong tone. And to that end, I've said, okay, well, whose tone is better? And to that degree, and to that end, I've been told the name that came up most often was Dr. Umar Johnson. Shout out to you. Okay. I've been told that what I say is a little bit hard to hear. All right, but it's usually about tone. But what I haven't heard is what's a better message. Because one thing that I can say without a shadow of a doubt, and I have a daughter myself, what is the right message for women today? Because as a man who does this, I'm seeing the conflicting messages that women are getting. You're getting one message from your family, another message from the culture, another from your friend group, another from social media, depending upon what you watch, and there's no consistent through line. And unfortunately for women, I didn't make it this way, but women have to have the bigger parts of their lives figured out sooner than us men. Men have three different sections of life: 0 to 29, 30 to 45, and 45 plus. Women have to get the larger chunks of things together between now and 35. So I want to ask you ladies, not who, but what is the right message for women today? We've heard focus on yourself, don't worry about these men. We've heard strong, independent, don't need no man. We've heard go to school, get your degree, get yourself together. Then what is the right message for most women? I'm not talking about women who are in the upper echelon, who have opportunities that most people don't have. So here's what I need you ladies to tell me. What do you think the right message is for women today? Here we go. Ladies only. Oh yeah, if you catch somebody streaming this, report it to YouTube. Report it to YouTube and report it to Instagram. People, let's see, how many people have lost their channels this week? 6 people have lost their channels this week for using my content. I'm not playing with y'all. When I say don't use my content, I mean it. Don't use my permission. 6 channels in 2 days. And they were all channels that were monetized. Don't play.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I've had people decide that they think they can just come to my platform and copy my content and do what they want to. I've got 2 people in federal court right now. So I'm letting you know, folks, I'm not playing with you. I think a lot of folks just think this is a game and they think that these videos are just what they want to. When you sign that YouTube form, you got your information out there. I'm not going to say anything. Keep playing. Keep playing if you want to. Now, if you want to use my content, request permission. And if I grant it, cool. If not, I'll keep taking y'all's money. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Yeah. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Money work. Money work. Money work. Se arregla
We're back. I want you guys to understand the sheer lack of accountability. Think about how many times that 1, 2, 3 women have pushed the responsibility back onto the man. Things happen, this and that. Accountability is like kryptonite. Man, if a woman doesn't want to have a baby, she does use birth control. I didn't say stop having sex, just stop making babies with men that aren't your husbands. Can we agree that needs to happen?
Okay, so how am I supposed
Yes.
to know if he's
Hold on, hold on, hold
gonna
on,
be
hold
my
on,
husband
hold
or
on,
not?
hold on, no. Can we agree that that needs to happen first?
Okay.
Can we? Yes or no?
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Yeah, we can agree.
Then who ensures that men or women?
Women.
Women.
Thank you. No
Only
question.
because we give birth to them, so we
And you
do
pay
have
a
to be
higher
more
price
mindful.
because if you have a child
But
outside of marriage, you're setting yourself and a child up for less favorable outcomes. You were asking me what? Laying down?
the question. Oh, which one?
The other girl, she said, so what? You said something about it happens, or what to do what?
Well, no, it does happen. I mean, that's the inevitable. It didn't happen to me, but it does happen to other people.
But if you start looking at the marriage,
What do you mean it just happens? How do you just get pregnant? You don't just happen to have unprotected sex during the time you're ovulating.
Well, what if you're having sex every day?
See how that happened, folks? I just said it doesn't just happen where you have unprotected sex when you're ovulating. And just like the modern woman, she instead of answering the question, she just moved the goalposts.
Oh, whatever. It's true though, but what if you have sex
No, what
every
I just
day?
said is true, and this is why so many women are going unmarried.
But what about the men that say, like, I mean, I get you're saying it's the woman's choice because it is, because in the end she has to have the like it's her. So, but what about those men who are like, oh, I don't like you with, protection, or those
Yeah,
men
you don't have
who,
sex with them. Very
but
simple.
what about those men who, like, because the men, I mean, you're not, I feel like you don't really, I do understand that women, we need work to be done, but the black men in our community are reading at 4th grade levels.
That's bull. That's bull.
Okay.
54% of black men are single and childless, and 61% are in the middle class. You're not going to come on here and run that bull. No,
Where are we supposed to find them
2.5
at?
million black men are in the upper class. This is that bull you were watching on those movies. That ain't the truth. I challenge you to go look up the statistics. Blackdemographics.com, black statistics by black people for black people. 54% of black men in this country, single, childless, 61 in the middle class. But you all got to think that there aren't no men out there to justify why you're alone. You're alone, not because they're not enough men. You're alone because you're unfit.
So where are we supposed to find them at?
In the gym, behind their preposition.
In a gym.
In the gym.
Well, I thought men were born hunters. I thought they were
Which
like
gym?
you were to catch. I'm just so confused.
Hold on. Where are they supposed to find them at? Were you raised with your mother? Lady laying down on the red pillow. Your first name?
Tina.
Tina, Were your mother and father married?
Yes, they were.
So when you asked your father where you supposed to find him at, what does he tell you?
He found her.
No.
Same neighborhood.
I said when you asked your father where you're supposed to find him at, what does he tell you?
He don't know the answers. That's why I'm on here.
So when you had when you asked the question to him, he said what?
To find a man?
I heard the gym theory. I ain't gonna lie. I heard
not on the internet.
Hold on, sweetheart. No, I'm going to drill down on this. What did he say when you had the conversation with
in
him?
church.
I heard that.
And then where else?
In school.
And then where else?
That was it.
And your father failed you.
Oh, well, that's why I'm on here, because I ain't got no man.
Well, that's not. But if you're going to tell me did your mother raise you to be a wife? Did your mother raise you to be a wife?
Yeah, I mean, she is a wife.
Did she raise you to be a wife?
I guess so, yeah.
You guess? If you were raised to be a wife, you would know. So what did your mother raise? Okay, so I'm asking questions. What did your mother raise you to do for a man?
Cook, clean, be emotionally supportive.
You cook and clean for yourself, but that is something that go. What else?
Be emotionally supportive.
In what way?
What she used to do? She used to ask him stuff. I don't know, like be nice to him, not be bitchy.
So what I need you to understand is you want to miss 21-year-old. You want to say the delinquencies of where black men are, and this is, and you're saying your mother and father raised you in the household, and this is the basics. You didn't ask your dad; he told you school or church, and your mama didn't raise you to be a wife. The problem is that's not a woman that's fit to be a wife.
So what's fit to be a wife?
A man who is a husband does not need to go to a woman who does not know what to do.
Well, we have to, at this point, we have to blame the generations before us because
No, you got to blame your mama.
Right. And
your mama didn't
that's
teach
what I'm
you.
saying, the generation.
If your mama was married, if your mother was married and she didn't teach you how to be a wife and teach you how to work with and for a man, then blame your mama. Ain't got shit to do with the generation. It got to do with the woman that raised you, especially if she was married. And that's a problem. Far too many married women aren't teaching their daughters how to be wise. They're teaching their daughters how to be independent. And then when it fails, you want to look at the men and say the
So you don't think it's the men problem too? Some of the men out here, it got to be
some
us.
men don't. They want to have multiple
excuse me.
women.
No. Before you get to the men, you got to get to the marriage. Before you get to the men, how many of our children? What percentage of our children are born as a result of marriage?
I don't know. Not a lot.
And how old are you again?
27.
Let me be honest, man. You're laying down in the bed on an Instagram channel with millions of people.
It's not millions. It ain't. It's 9,227 now.
For the millions of people. And this is what I'm trying to say. If this is what a woman who is asking these questions, you're laying down, like this is the attitude the average modern woman.
It's 12 o'clock at night. What am I supposed to be doing? Outside in the club? It's 12 o'clock at night.
I want you guys to understand what I want you to understand. This is why. This is why. The mindset. It's like
so
it's a joke. It's a joke. Relationships are a joke in a game until you're 27 years old. It ain't gonna be a joke in about 8 years. And the problem is 80% of our children are brought into fatherless homes. 80% of the kids are born to single mothers. So that means the majority of our community is single mother raised led home. You're already screwed up. Black marriages have last less than 5 years on average. 80% of the divorces that are filed by women. 75% divorce rate. You can't keep a man if you keep leaving your man. You can't be married if you ain't getting married before the baby. If you do get married, you don't stay more than 5 years.
But we don't have a baby when we asking them questions. She don't have a baby. I don't have a baby.
So what we doing wrong?
So what we doing wrong? She not fat. I'm not fat. So now what?
I don't know what you are. Hold on. I don't know what you are.
I'm not fat. So.
I don't know. That's what you say. How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Dress size?
I would say a 4.
How much you weighed the last time you weighed yourself?
144.
You every bit of a dress size 8. Ain't no damn way you would get 5 foot, 140 pounds of a dress size 4.
Yes, I do. I fit in a 4.
It's my delivery. I'm an image consultant in real life. I know what the hell I'm talking about. I dress and size women all the time. I can look at your face.
Let's just say I'm not fat.
And the problem is, I want you to understand, look at your attitude. You talk about attitude and delivery, look at her. The attitude and delivery. It's a joke or it's aggressive. It's a joke or it's aggressive. I try to answer everything. I'm going to over-talk you. I'm pull out bring your hand out again. Yeah, that's what we love that. Mm-hmm. And you wonder what's wrong? That's what's wrong right there.
I'm not changing that. So that's
what's wrong.
Forget that. You can forget that. Congratulations. That come with me. You can forget that.
And it'll die with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell you right now, I guarantee you right now, you know and I know, a white man, Hispanic man, Middle Eastern, or an Asian man would not tolerate any of this. The only group of men that would even contemplate tolerating is the black men. And we're trying to get black men to raise their standards because, ma'am, your behavior is unacceptable. Even if you're right, you're still wrong because your behavior. You came on here, this platform has millions of people. You can be seen globally. And are you making a good representation for yourself or not? I get dinged for belittling women. I have conversations with women and let women show how they act. That's all I do.
You just said that my nails is not gonna give me no man, but they like this. That's
It
that's
is.
a
I
part of
mean, it's just a part of femininity.
my
Like it's
personality. Yeah.
I want you to go show me the women that are married to men of value who have nails that long.
Child, let me think about it. Nicki
I
Minaj.
mean, I like them a little shorter.
I'm not going to get into her husband. I said men of value.
Oh, don't come at the queen. Um,
I don't have a problem with Nicki Minaj. She's a cool person, but you brought her in. I said men of value.
men of value.
They
Damn.
like them. They like a medium. Plain,
So
light
if you
skin.
want to marry a man of value and you say this comes with such and so forth, you either get rid of the nails or lose the opportunity to get the man. That's all it comes down to.
I'll consider it. I'll
You don't have
consider
to
it.
consider. The thing is, man, while you're considering it, women who are already raised or understand that they need to compete for him, he ain't got to handle you or figure you out. The women who are already trying to get on his team, that's what I talked about on YouTube today. Y'all are so worried about men. So many of our women are worried about our men taking you as you are or handling you. This is why Becky's coming in, Maria's swooping them up, and y'all can be right at the Dunning-Kruger effect, loud and wrong. It's not working. And it's not, and here's the thing, it's not working because men in general, black men in particular, are marrying you. If they're not marrying you, you got to ask them why.
You be having some points. I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes it's just like you get way too disrespectful, calling people fat, girls, ladies fat, and all that stuff. They ain't got no man. But the fat girls got more husbands than anybody.
No, they don't.
Oh Lord, check the statistics with that.
Who you think you're talking to? I'm a walking
Well,
statistic. What I'm talking about.
listen,
Fat girls ain't
listen.
got husbands because they're on my show looking for high value men. And if I call you 5'8", 220 pounds fat, if I tell you the size of an NFL running back, and is it a statement of truth?
Listen,
There's
all
no
I
list.
know.
See, that's what I'm telling you. There is no nice way to tell somebody who's used to no criticism or accountability that there's something wrong. Should a female weigh more than a male at the same height? A
But
male and a female, the same height. Should the female weigh more than the male?
what that got to do with love?
I didn't ask you that.
I mean, no, because that's not healthy. But what does that have to do with love,
Is it
though?
not healthy or is it not natural?
It's both. It's both. It's not natural or healthy. But people are.
So then why are women doing it? If it's not healthy or natural?
I don't know.
Take me
Sometimes
as
it's
I am.
Huh?
Take me as I am. That's why they're doing it. No man is supposed to have anything. Nature can't even have a standard for women. And then you go back to love. Love has nothing to do with marriage at first.
Okay.
Go back 100 years ago. Did people date? How long did people date 100 years ago?
I wasn't born 100 years ago,
centuries.
so
Did you
I
have a,
wouldn't know.
excuse me, did you go to high school?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Then stop with the smart ass attitude. All you need is a
No.
goddamn history or a library card. Do that one more time and I will bid you a good night. I'm tired of your disrespect. Now, do you want to continue or would you like to leave?
No, I'll continue.
See, I want you to understand, I'm twice your age, and the casual disrespect of trying to have a reasonable conversation, and it doesn't matter. See, y'all don't like my tone, but you don't have to have any problem with your disrespect.
I just feel like sometimes you are a little bit disrespectful. You just don't realize it.
I asked you The people date 100 years ago, and you got disrespectful. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all's generation, my generation is the last generation of men that was raised traditional. These young guys, y'all know, anyway, that smart mouth gets dealt with sooner or later. Gets dealt with sooner or later. And most of you are dealt with it by yourself. You better stop talking to men like they're crazy. Because you talk to men like you want to smoke. Some guy just may decide to smoke it up with you. Then you'll be going, oh, what happened? Now, back to the conversation. 100 or so years ago, did people date? Or how long did they date?
I don't think they dated
They're like,
for a long time because and I would say like I don't know, because like the woman had to get out the house at like 16.
So about
like,
how long? Okay, I get it. About how long?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think
Just
a long
guess.
time though.
Just guess.
A few weeks, a few months.
Thank you. They didn't date. People picked. For whatever reason, they picked. So we got people dating today 2, 3, 5, 10 years and not getting on with life, and then wondering why they're still getting high school outcomes when you're still dating like high schoolers. Dating is dumb.
Wow. Okay.
But dating, so we're talking about all of this other stuff. But you got out of the house because you went from your father's house or your parents' house to your husband's house because you were trained and you knew what was expected of a wife. Today, you don't even know what's expected of a woman, much less than a wife. That's why I'm asking.
But were they happy? Eventually, they weren't happy, and then they got a divorce.
That's what they kept. That's what Tyler Perry and them keep telling you is these women weren't happy. There's a Color Purple, Waiting to Exhale, and all these bullshit ass narratives keep telling you, yeah, women in those 50-year marriages weren't happy. My grandmother was happy. She was happy she had a husband, Jesus, and her family. And her mother was happy. The black community was better back before Jim Crow, segregation, slave, and all the other kind of stuff because we had families. Women today are not happy. You're just single. You're just single. And you're not making enough money to live this hot girl summer or whatever. It's not working. You're 21. You're 27.
yeah, but I'm in school.
Okay, but you're younger than 27. But let's do it. Intermission. Let's get this money up. Get these likes up.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el putín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te la ve.
We're about to open the call line. Let's see what we got going on. Oh man, we don't even have the likes up over 1,000. Oh man, we got to get the likes way up.
Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work.
Oh, let me help this chick out.
Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
Bye.
Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes tú.
Moderators. Time out any of these crazy people talking about the best from anything else. None of that time, no time for that. Come on. Again, it's only a problem It's only a problem if you're outspoken.
Se arregla con dinero. Money work, corazón, de corazón.
He shouldn't be saying these kind of things. We've got right to reason to be angry and unhappy. It ain't our fault. Cool, ain't nobody said it was.
Money work.
Nobody gonna put up with it though. Especially not men who've had to work to get to the next level.
Money work. Money work. Money work. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work.
Luna. Miss 27 years old. Do you want to be married one day?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's say you're 55 years old. Let's just say for some reason at 55, if you never got married, never had any kids. Well, what would life look like socially?
For me, socially, it would be sad because all of my friends or my coworkers have families.
Okay.
So
How was your last relationship?
How long was my last relationship?
When was it?
When was it?
Mm-hmm.
We broke up in October.
How long was that relationship?
A year and some change.
Okay. By what age would you like to be married?
30.
How many kids would you like to have?
1.
Why just one child?
It is right now. It's like, the economy. I don't know. I think 1 is safe.
Is that a healthy way to raise a child?
No, but I just, God forbid if the man leaves, then what I'm gonna do?
Men don't leave. Y'all do. I just proved that several times over. Women make mating decisions based upon our bad behavior, and you're the ones that act badly. You're the ones that leave. You're the ones that wreck the family. You're the ones that wreck the home. You're the ones that wreck the kids. The facts. And 1 kid. China has a 1-child policy, and it's crippling the country. Now they're telling people, oh, we need at least 3 kids. 1 child, I was raised an only child. It's a horrible thing to do. But I want you to understand how selfish your decisions are. 1 kid, because it's best for you. That's what
What should her response been?
Say again?
I said, well, what should her response have been?
Yeah.
Is a family 1 child?
Yeah. A family could be 1 child.
No, it's not.
Well, including
Ask
you and your husband,
ask anybody who was raised as an only child, and they will tell you there's a hole there. It is not a family. A family is at least 2 kids, preferably 3.
So how do you feel about people that have 3 children and can't afford to raise 3 children?
You live at your means. Your grandmother and your great-grandmother had more kids or less money. You stop living like you got. Do that again? That shit costs money.
I know. That's why I should have 1 kid.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Selfishness of modern women. You laugh because even you knew, even at 21, you're like, God damn, don't say that, girl. But that's real.
Well,
y'all are too adorned to be so broke.
No, because all right, 1. I mean, I feel like after two kids, that would be it for personally me, because 3 kids is crazy. I really feel like you should be making $300K with 3 kids.
Where'd you go to school for?
I went to school for computer engineering.
Are you making over 6 figures?
No.
Over 80?
I make just at 80.
So in other words, in order to have more children. So my thing is, why do women in 2022 want to live a life of high value? Because 350 is the number. Listen, Why do you need to have so much money to have kids today when women 100 years ago with barely fifth or sixth grade educations had more children with less money?
The
Because
economy.
yeah. And then I just told you that I make
The
80,
economy?
but
What
I
does
Look
make
that
at the
mean?
gas prices.
person, and that's not enough money right now.
You can go to the Hispanic community and tell me they make less than the black community. They got more kids, and they've taken over the black side of town. It's not the economy. It's because you ladies spend outside of your means. Those eyelashes, you're 21 years old and your face is beat to the gods. When I was in college, women don't even put that kind of shit on for holiday parties. You didn't have it on Tuesday night just because.
Well,
But your
actually,
nails,
just
young
came
lady,
from.
that was only done for something like a glamour shot. That's not even functional. And that
I was
costs money.
actually somewhere.
You what now?
I said I was actually somewhere earlier
But
today, and
my
I just
fact,
had to
but
take a
you get
minute.
the point, whether you or
Yeah,
not.
I get what you're saying.
Women
I'm
today
not.
spend too much money. And then women talk about you want to have children based on money. You want to pick men based on money. And guess what? To men, hearing you say, I think you're gonna have three kids, you need to make at least 300K. You know how many men would say something about your delivery? But that's just truth for you now, isn't it? See, y'all don't have any problem telling men anything. But my thing is this: a man making $250,000 or more, what is he going to want from a woman? A wife?
Me to do everything.
Structure, I guess.
Um, me to do everything. What does that mean?
I can't have an attitude where I can't listen to him if he making that much.
Oh, but he's making less. You can't.
Yes.
I can't believe you said.
I'm being
I
honest.
believe you said it because that's the truth.
Yeah, I'm being
That's
honest.
what
I
I was
live
gonna say.
That's
if
why I
he make
said dying alone is the truth too. Because you're outside of your
yeah.
budget. And then you think a man who's making less have to tolerate this. Men gonna have to tolerate this. You said you on a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. Where would you rank your face? Just your face, fresh face
My
out of the shower.
face. Um I
Can't
think
use 7.
I'm a 7.
I said you cannot use 7.
Oh, I can't use 7. I'm a 8.
So you're up there with Beyonce.
I don't want to compare myself to Beyonce. I
That's
want to
what's in the
compare
8
my
category.
huh?
That's what's in the 8 category.
Okay,
Beyonce's in
well
the
give me a 6. Give me a 6 then. I'll be a 6. I don't want to compare myself to Beyonce, but I'll be a 6.
But before I said Beyonce, you said I'm an 8. That's 2 steps away from the top.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to think about what I'm saying, computer engineer.
Mm-hmm.
If you thought yourself 2 steps from the top, that's 20% of women. Have you ever modeled?
Not fashion though.
Print modeling?
No, just like urban hood stuff. That counts.
So to put yourself in an 8, that's an elite category.
I think I got elite features.
I
Yeah.
want you to go back to that woman that was before her, and she said she was a 9. See, the problem is you've already shown that you, just like the other woman, y'all rank yourselves high. You're a 5, 6, average.
Child, no.
Okay.
But you said to
Professional image
Beyonce.
consultant, 9. Professional image consultant, opinion.
To
Ma'am,
Beyonce, no.
ma'am, ma'am, what about your features make you pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous?
Okay, I have nice eyes. See, they're a little slanted. I have beautiful skin. Beauty mark. God don't give no beauty mark to nobody if they not beautiful. Teeth, popping. Nose, I got a nice nose. Eyebrows,
Right.
lit.
You're
Hair.
average. You're average.
No, I'm not. Then I got the dimples.
Ma'am, average. Why is today average is an insult?
Confidence. Period.
Confidence doesn't matter. Man, See, you ladies want men to value all this stuff. And I'm going to let you know, that don't matter. If people aren't coming to you to say, oh, we need to put you on the cover of this magazine or this article or in this movie, that's what a woman who's an 8. Beyonce,
Okay, but they got talent.
Diane Carroll, these kind of women who
They
are
have
just
talent.
no, ma'am, they don't. Charlize
Beyonce
Theron,
don't got talent.
excuse me, Charlize Theron had no talent. She was screaming at a bank teller in Bank of America, but she looked so nice that they made her into a star. That's not how this works. I've worked with people who actually source models, and they will tell you, you're not an 8. I'm telling you, your average shouldn't be an insult. You're 5 feet tall, 140 pounds. Say you're 5'6", trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you're an average cute. You could be cute, but ain't nobody gonna mistake you, Sweetie, Kelly Rowland, Rihanna, all the same thing. There's a difference. And I didn't get to answer the question. Men who are making that $250,000 or more, do they typically marry average women, average looking women? Off
Well,
rip?
nowadays, can I say something?
Off rip. They just marry average women off rip.
Not all the time, no. But listen. Can I tell you one thing? Nobody in this world is ugly. Nobody. They just don't have enough money to fix it. Because whatever you say, only thing that I can't buy is height. Well, I could buy height because with heels, I'm 5'6". You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't believe that. That's why when you
I
come
don't
to
give a
me,
shit what you believe in. The fact that you're this foolish to say that no one in this world is ugly shows how far we've come. There are plenty of people in this world that are ugly.
that are they ugly or are they broke?
Either one, it's still the same. See, today, women don't want any standards. You want pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous women, and these women over here to just be fixed. You ain't got, it doesn't matter. It matters to us men. That's why I said fresh face out of the shower. All the confident shit that you ladies pop is laughable to us. We don't care. Y'all sound, to the male mind, y'all sound zip damn crazy. Because we're still saying you can pop all that, you're still a 5. And you get 5 outcomes. Men off rip making $250,000 a year or more do not marry average women once they're making that kind of money. If you want a man like that, you better get him when he's younger. But you're 27 years old.
I'm running out of time.
So time is against you, and then you want to have money on a certain level. So this is one thing that I don't seem to realize is women don't seem to understand the time and the sense of urgency. Y'all are so busy telling us about the tone. If I didn't use my tone or my delivery, I wouldn't have had your attention or your attention to tell you, you need to make a difference.
So what should we do?
That's what I'm. That's what like. That's
understand what the kind of man you want from a woman, and ask yourself, can you do that? But today, men want, especially the higher level men, want femininity.
I am girly.
That's not femininity. You're masculine.
What's
Ma'am,
femininity?
You've been so argumentative and combative, even though you haven't cursed a lot. It's just your nature to the smart, the sass. That's not femininity.
Yeah, I think I'm just sassy, but I don't think I'm
sassy ain't femininity. It's not femininity.
okay.
That's why I did it on YouTube. Men aren't going to handle that.
So y'all like boring girls?
There's a difference between a wife and everything else. What should we do? If you have mothers that were married, you should go ask your mother, why did you not teach me how to be a wife? Why did you not
more
teach me
sassier than me?
You ask the question, you go ask yourself, why did you teach me to be a wife? What do I need to do for a man? How do I keep a man? Not how do I get a man, how do I keep him? Does that sound like how most women talk today?
Huh?
Does that sound like how most women talk today?
No. I don't ask those questions.
Well, and you got to think about it. Well, then how are you to expect to get the knowledge that you would need to get the outcome you want?
Hi, sir. Sorry. I'm just gonna
Hi.
turn on my lights. Sorry.
Excuse me?
I'm going to turn on my lights. Sorry. Sorry.
Take a second to get yourself together.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Your first name is?
Jocelyn?
Jocelyn. How old are you, Jocelyn?
I'm 37.
Okay. What I'm going to need you to do is the phone is obviously in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be stationary
Mm-hmm.
because as you talk, you're doing this,
Oh,
and we're going to have motion sickness.
okay.
So, okay.
I would try best to get it set up because I don't have any stands.
You just prop it against a book or something. There we go. So, are you single or are you married?
I'm single.
Any children?
Yes, I have 4 kids. Yes, sir.
How many different fathers?
2.
How old is your youngest?
He's gonna be 2 in 2 months.
Maybe two next month.
Yes, sir.
And your oldest is how old?
He's gonna be 18.
Okay, so you got a 2-year-old and an 18-year-old. What would you say the right message is for women today?
The right message for me, I will say that we really need to take care of ourselves first, emotionally, physically too. I should say, well, we're already doing it, but see, emotionally, importantly, so that we don't end up in wrong situation. We don't end up like getting fooled with the society, what our environment showing us.
You know what I hear?
Sorry?
You know what I hear?
No, sir.
Fear. A life led in fear. Am I misinterpreting that?
I don't know.
Okay, what you said in a nutshell was we need to worry about ourselves first so we don't get fooled.
Okay. Yes.
Is that
Yes.
okay? So if you got in your car, if you lived your life that way, that's a life based in what? Positive or negative?
In a negative way.
What is it? I mean, that's it. And I asked you, I said, okay, Ms. Johnson, what's the right message for women? And immediately you said the right message for me.
Yeah.
So in front of them, so do you have daughters?
Yes, I have a daughter.
How old is your daughter?
She's 15.
So are you teaching her to be fearful of men?
Sometimes I should say yes. Sometimes.
Okay, what are you teaching your 15-year-old daughter a man's purpose is?
Oh, what am I teaching her regarding men?
Yeah, I asked you, what are you teaching your 15-year-old daughter what a man's purpose is?
Okay. Basically for me, what I teach her is just a person who's gonna take care of her emotionally, and yeah, that's for me.
You teach your daughter that a man is a person that's going to take care of her emotionally.
Not really take care, but some to support her. That would be the word, like supporting. That would be supportive of her emotion.
Supportive of her emotionally.
Yes, sir.
That's not what we do. That's your job.
Okay.
It's women's job to nurture and be the emotional support system. That's the female's job. So let's take a step back. I often find that women who are without men and have several children tend to live life in a defensive position. How different would you be living life if you had a husband who was there for you, was the father of all your children, and was there to support you? Would you say that? Would you be saying then? What would you say the right message for women would be?
Well, live life with the fullest, with no fear.
Live life to the fullest. I don't understand.
Sir.
I don't understand. Live life to the fullest. If you had a husband and you guys planned your family out and you supported him, he supported you, what would you say the right message for women in that situation would be?
Live life in your fullest. That would be enjoy life.
Where are you from?
I'm from Canada, but Congolese.
You say you're 37?
Yes, sir.
No disrespect, but aren't we past the age of where we're just trying to live life to the fullest and enjoy it? That sounds like life is a party and it's cotton candy and dessert all the time. Life is vegetables.
Not okay, not in that perspective. In my perspective, live in fullest. That means enjoy every single moment that you have with each that you value the most. Meaning,
Okay, how can you live life to the fullest without a man?
how could I live? I will be focusing in what I have the most important would be my kids. Being like,
But you didn't make those children. You didn't inseminate yourself.
no, I didn't.
So how can you live life fully without the men that made the kids with you?
Well, first of all, like as for myself right now, because the father of my kids, they're not in my kids' life.
The father you chose.
Sorry?
The father you chose.
Yes.
Okay.
So as that, what I say, I accepted my burden, the responsibility. So I'm enjoying them.
Your children.
Yes. So the way I enjoy them, I'm present inside their life. Like I'm anything of their life. They're in every aspect of their life.
But they're like, but ma'am. There's a school of thought that says women who have children and no men make their children's, they live their life vicariously through their kids. Aren't we as adults supposed to raise our children so they can go live their life?
Yes, definitely, yes.
But that's not what tends to happen.
Yeah.
Because you got an 18-year, okay, because I'm not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You had to know that having children outside of a marriage makes it harder.
Yes, yes.
So if you have one, we can always say, maybe you're young. But you got a 2-year-old and an 18-year-old. These are all choices.
Yes.
So I'm asking, what message are you giving to your kids that the importance of it? Here's a question. What message are you giving your sons and your daughters as the importance of a relationship?
Okay, that will be to not make the same mistake as me. For me,
To not do what? Not make the same mistake?
yes, to not make the same mistake. I wouldn't want.
But that's not the question I asked.
Okay.
I asked, what are you teaching them that the importance of? And every time I ask you about something, it's something negative. I'm asking you, what are you doing? You're saying, don't go there, but what are you telling them to do?
I never thought of that. I'm just telling them what to not do, I guess.
Okay, so telling somebody what not to do sets up a fear-based system. Don't go in that room, don't ride that ride, don't eat that candy, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. What do you tell them to do?
To focus on
With people. No. We get it. And the answer is you don't.
Okay. No, I don't.
Because you're not doing it.
No.
So you're living life as a single woman with children, fear-based, and like most women, hovering over your kids in their lives. That's why a lot of women have 18-year-olds and 2-year-olds. That's not uncommon because your children are 18, 15, what other age?
13.
13. So that means you're about to be an empty nester in 5 years. So now you got a 2-year-old. This is why we are starting to see the largest group of women who are first-time mothers or next mothers. It is not uncommon, especially in the Black community, for women to have an 18-year-old and a 2-year-old. I thought I was crazy when I was seeing this 10 years ago. The 2-year-old is supposed to be a relationship.
Yes.
So you're saying, and everything you're saying, no one's ever asked you. And you're like, well, I'm telling my kids to take care of themselves and da da da. But are you raising them to just be individuals by themselves?
Yes. That's
I'm
right.
asking.
Yes.
Okay. So when I ask you what is the right message for women today, you said, take care of yourself. How's that working out for you?
So far, well, I, on my own standard, I will say it's standard.
I don't understand.
On my
How's that
own,
working out for you?
on my own view, I should say okay.
Okay. It's okay. Lights on, roof over your head, food in your stomach. That's survival.
Um, no, like
Are
roof.
you thriving?
Are you what?
Are you thriving in life? Thriving, meaning not just surviving, meaning you're living life on purpose, on plan, and thriving.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I don't hear a thriving woman. Let me
Okay.
give you a definition of thrive so we're both on the same page.
Okay.
Okay, thriving. Thriving. To thrive. So why do you say you're thriving?
Uh, Based on what definition you give me,
Say again?
based on the definition that you give me,
Say again?
that you give me.
What is going on with your microphone based on the definition I gave you?
Yes, sorry, because the way my phone is pulled. Sir.
No, thrive, to grow vigorously, to flourish, to gain in wealth or possessions, to prosper, to progress towards and realize a goal despite the circumstances.
Oh yeah, yes, I should say yes. My goal or met financially, yes.
What do you do for a living?
Yes,
What do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver.
You make more than 6
My
figures?
company, sorry,
You make more than 6 figures?
a year, yes.
More than 200?
200 what? No, no, no.
More than 150?
100, yes.
With 4 kids?
Yes, sir.
If you were single, yes, even if you had 1 kid, but 4 kids, better than most. See, what I'm trying to get us to understand is, I'm gonna move you to the side because I don't know you, but so many of our women have made survival thriving. This is why we have so many women calling themselves divas, bosses, and queens when you're just average. And it's like you're living life by yourself. I mean, if you own your own company or whatever, but you're doing it alone. And that may be okay for you because those are your adult choices. But what I'm asking is, what are your children's choices going to be? And it's about people. What are you teaching your children that the importance of relationship is? And I'm hearing that you're not saying anything. It's
No.
just work and get some money.
Yes. Because I guess myself, I don't know either what it is, right? So
You know what?
I guess because myself, I don't know the meaning either.
Were your mother and father married?
Sorry?
Were your mother and father married?
No.
Well,
They
where were
were,
you born? Where were you born?
they divorced when I was a baby, few months.
When you were about 10 years old, did you think you'd be an unmarried mother of 4?
No, I never even thought about. No, I didn't.
Did you expect to be married at some point?
No, I wanted to be a nun.
Well, you're damn sure not that.
No, I didn't.
So I got a hard question to ask.
No problem, sir.
Did you have your children all on purpose?
No.
Okay. Well, my suggestion would be that you stop just living
Okay.
and you stop being, I don't want to say selfish, but a lot of times women, because there's nobody to check you. You're a god to your kids.
Yes.
There's no balance. But how are you equipping your sons and your daughters to go out into the world to interact with other people? Do you think life would be easier with a spouse?
Yes, I would say yes and no. I'm in the middle.
Yes and no.
Yes, sir.
Why yes and no?
Yes, I would have a spouse who doesn't even do, who doesn't even
Hmm?
feel, I guess.
Everywhere, every continent on the planet where there are human beings, it is easier to live and cooperate together.
Okay.
I asked you if it would be easier to have a spouse, and the answer is you want to say yes, it would. The reality is you just don't know how to do it. But just because you don't know how to do something doesn't mean we try to make it seem like what we're doing is okay. Let me give you a different example. You went to school.
Yes, I did.
High school? Did you go to college or just high school?
College.
Okay. So everybody has subjects that they're good in.
Yes, sir.
Let's just say you're bad in math. You're bad in math.
Right.
Okay, but would you ever, as an intelligent woman, go out into the world and say, math is stupid, math is dumb, you don't need math, just because you're bad in math?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, that's what you're doing with relationships.
Wow.
Is a spouse would life be easier with the spouse? Well, I'm not good in relationships. Relationships, spouse is math for you. And you got to be careful. You got to be cognizant of the words that come out of your mouth, because it's not just about you anymore. You got kids, and they're going to look. Do you want your daughter to live like you live?
No.
By yourself?
No, sir. No.
How old is your daughter?
She's 15.
Then what are you modeling for her? What are you telling her? And then what are you modeling for her? Or are you so busy working, paying bills, that the kids are pretty much figuring it out on their own?
No, I have time for that. I have time.
Okay, so when I asked you about relationships, I was hoping to hear you tell me what you're putting into them.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't really talk about relationship like that. Most, we talk
Okay.
in general.
Okay.
Once what we talk about most is more about the Bible. Sorry, relationship, we're really kind of related with the Bible, kind of the Jesus Christ love, Church Christ. I don't know.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I was raised in the church. I've been baptized since I was 5, so you came to the right one with that. That's not a reason to not talk about relationships.
Okay. I just don't raise the question then.
Okay. Do you talk about sex?
Sex. Yes, we do, but I was really brief on that. Like,
Brief?
yeah.
Brief.
Yeah, yes.
So if they're not going to get it from mom and dad, and there's no dad, there's mom. So where are they supposed to get it from? The world?
No, so basically
Yes, yes.
No, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want
But
that.
that's what you're doing. See, in the Bible Belt, we had a lot of people who thought like this: don't talk about it because you don't want to put it in their minds. I didn't do that with my daughter. I talked about this stuff. And I was shocked that even 7 years, 9 years old, some of these stuff these girls are talking about. The important stuff is people. You're talking about a relationship with a God they can't see. But what do you tell them to do with the people they can see?
Avoid.
Huh?
To avoid them.
To avoid people?
Yeah.
Why? Are people dangerous?
Well, yeah, some, but it's not written
No.
on the forehead.
You're a person, are you dangerous?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
No,
really? If I ask the fathers of your children,
no,
are you the kind of woman that should be avoided?
no. They will answer you definitely no.
Okay, well, my point is, ma'am, we're all humans.
Sure. Okay.
How do you get around and avoid people? The reality is, this is the kind of stuff that modern women are supposed to be doing, but they can't do because they're so busy working, making money, that what they're best at doing by nature is the relationship. Women today have really no emotional, they're doing so much emotional labor that you don't have time to really teach the kids the stuff. So it's basically just survive. It's not your intention, but you're just not thinking about it. It's like, well, I tell them that God is good and God loves them and we can read the Bible. You know how many girls came up pregnant in the church because they didn't talk about sex?
Yes, I heard.
And then about relationships. Well, and I go back to what I said at the beginning. It's all fear.
Okay. So
your children are being taught to think the relationships are fear. Can't do that.
no, just realize that. And thank you.
But how do you thrive when we live in fear? That's my question.
You don't thrive.
See, the thing is because we don't challenge what women think, because we don't ask women serious questions, because we tell women because you got a job, a degree, or whatever, and it looks like it, we don't look at the outcome. And you'll say, I'm thriving. Thriving and fear have nothing to do with one another.
Okay.
There's no thriving in fear. False evidence appearing real. Go back to the beginning of our interview. I've been to our conversation, and everything you said was fear, scarcity, and lack. Nothing happened, but just false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. So my thing is, you got 3 children who are teenagers and a 2-year-old. You need to equip them with something and talk to them about relationships, because you have 3 children who are of age to have babies. They're fertile.
Okay.
Are there dads in their lives?
Sorry?
Are there fathers in their lives?
Off and on.
The youngest one has a different father than the 3 oldest ones?
He's there. Yes, he's there.
The youngest one's father is?
Yes.
Why didn't you guys decide to be together?
Because I went for a quick trip in Africa. I met him in Africa, but he lied that he was not married, but found out that he was married.
He's married. His wife is in Africa.
Yes, so I couldn't stay with him.
And you got pregnant.
Yes.
So he's in Africa.
Yes, sir.
How's he involved in their life?
We travel, we go see him.
Childish too.
Yes. And phone calls.
That doesn't make sense. You're in Canada. He's in Africa. He's not in your child's life. At two. See, what I'm trying to get you to understand is you've been kind of on autopilot doing this, and you're just saying it's like as an adult, you could do that.
Okay.
But a kid can't. I'm going to call a pause right now. I think it would be a good idea for you to sit down with a family counselor.
Okay.
You and all your children, because there sounds to me like there's some life skills that did not get taught. You're 37, and whether he was married or lying or not, you were having unprotected sex. That's 100% on you.
Yes, definitely.
You should not be having another baby with a man who's over there. And even if he wasn't married, what was your plan going to be? Your kids are in Canada. What are you going to do, move them to Africa?
Yes, that was my plan.
When you decide to be a mom and have all these kids, your life is up. Your life is supposed to be about your kids at this point.
Okay.
That's what conventional wisdom would say. Why would you move your children to Africa in their teen years? See, what's supposed to happen is you and I are supposed to get together, and then we're supposed to have a hierarchical relationship. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, husband, wife, and then we're supposed to decide we want to have children, and then get pregnant on purpose. When you're pregnant, we're supposed to already be preparing for this child to come in, to where it can come into an environment that's prepared on purpose. The next child on purpose, the third child on purpose. And we're supposed to do what we're supposed to do as adults to make sure that these people can get socialized, educated, to get out into the real world, to have a best chance to survive and thrive. That doesn't mean, well, we want to go live in Jamaica, and I want to go live over here, or we still living life while we have no kids. No. So this is why I say counseling, because, a lot of us didn't learn this stuff. We didn't learn these skills. We were just taught to get a job, go to work, and do what you want to, and drag the kids along. But at least you sound like you at least have the means to start having conversations. Your three oldest children are already who they are, but y'all need to start communicating and talking, because you don't want your boys to go out and get some girl pregnant, and you don't want your girl to come back home pregnant. And then the 2-year-old, you got to have a better plan. Have a good one, man. Bye-bye. That was heavy. That was rather heavy. This is why I don't think the right message for women is just do you. Worry about you. All right, let's get these badges up, people. See, a lot of times there's some women who just want somebody to, shoot them straight. And, not that my opinion, I just give you my opinion. Life is about choices and trade-offs.
Hi, can you see me okay?
I can. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. All right. So what's the right message for women today?
So first of all, I want to say that I manifested this just now because I was like, he gonna pick me next. So my message for women is to first of all build your
Are you
confidence.
single? Are you
I'm
single
single,
or
yes,
married?
I'm single.
How are you sitting in the dark?
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not technically, but hold on.
Ooh. Manifest some damn light.
I am the light. But
Okay.
anyways, so what I would say to women is the first off, build confidence because confidence is attractive. Secondarily, I would say know what you want because when you know what you want and you're attractive, you can attract the things that you feel like best suit your life and the opportunities that you feel like you want to be able to thrive in. We've been using the word thrive all night. So just build confidence. You know, everybody is not an ideal societal beauty. You know, everybody has their own definition of
How old
beauty.
are you again?
I'm 36,
Any children?
no children.
Okay.
So I just feel like, you know, women are powerful manifestors and as are men, but I do feel like we take our womb for granted. And no, I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like because when you know yourself and you appreciate yourself, anything that you appreciate goes up in value. So when you appreciate yourself, then you're able to attract the things that you feel like you deserve.
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm sorry?
That's not true. Anything that you appreciate goes up in value. The market has to appreciate it.
So, but if the market never appreciates it, that doesn't mean the
Man,
value isn't
you
there.
could appreciate this.
Hmm.
You ever go to a pawn shop?
Yes.
You ever take something that you value to a pawn shop?
Yes.
And in the pawn shop, it was worth $50,
More than 50, but okay.
but you get the point.
And they resold it for more than they resold it for what it was
Oh,
actually worth. That's how that works.
don't do that. That will end very badly. We can have a conversation,
We can.
but don't do that.
But what I need you to do is respect me
But no, what you don't need me to do a thing other than respect my
me
platform. I let
as
you
a
speak.
person.
I'll let you speak.
I'm an
But if you
adult.
want to go there,
I'm an adult.
I'm
As
with
are
the
you.
smoke. I'm with the shits.
Me
If you want to
too.
go there,
Me too.
I'll make your ass famous. Keep it up because I
Come
don't
on.
need to do this. So we don't have to be there. So why don't we just do this? Back up for a second. And I just said the market. You can appreciate whatever you want to. You can value yourself whatever you want to. Women can call themselves tens or whatever, but the market still decides. That's for you, that's for me. The market is the same for us all. That's why I use the pawn shop analogy. You can say this is important, but the market says what value it is.
So can I ask you a question just to rephrase what I was saying? Because you cut me off before I finished what I was saying. Just
And
because
I'm going, yeah, I can.
because
Yeah,
the pawn
you're
shop,
gonna gotta be okay with
the
me
pawn
cutting you off.
shop,
You gotta be okay with me cutting you off too,
okay.
because I'm running the show. That's
Okay.
just
That's
gonna
cool.
happen.
I'm a guest.
The pawn shop. Go ahead.
Okay. So the pawn shop may give you a certain number for it, but they're going to resell it at what the actual worth is. Typically,
To
they're going to
whom?
give you
To
what you
whom?
feel like
To whom?
to whomever is the purchaser.
To the market.
Right, but they're still going to negotiate the
Then why
value
don't you
of
sell it
that.
to the market? Then if that's the case, why don't you sell it to the market for that price since you can get that value?
Okay, you're right. Go ahead.
I know. I
You're
know.
right.
We went all the way around this world just to say
You're
what
correct. You're correct.
confidence. He said confidence is attractive.
Mhm.
Who says that?
Confidence is attractive.
Yeah, but
Why
who
do you
says
think so many people like you? You're very
that?
confident.
No, I see,
You're very confident.
hold on. See, I asked you a question. And it is rude to answer a question with a question. It's disingenuous. And I find that offensive.
Okay. This is interesting.
No, it's kind of getting off the rails, and it doesn't have to be. You said confidence is attractive. And I said, who says that?
I believe that confidence is attractive.
Okay. In relationship, who gets to decide what's attractive?
The
The,
person that's in the
the,
relationship,
no. The buyer or the seller?
the buyer.
Right. So the buyer has to deem confidence as attractive.
Mr. Samuels, are you attracted to I'm asking
Excuse me,
questions.
man. No, no, no,
Are you
no.
attracted to
No, no, no,
insecure
no, no.
women?
We're
Do
gonna
you
say
like
no,
women that
no,
are
no,
not
no, no, no,
secure
no,
within
no,
themselves or
no, no,
confident?
no. No, that's not what we do. See, what happened was there was a check.
Mm-hmm.
You said the buyer, and I said the buyers have to decide confidence is attractive. Men don't say we want confident women.
Okay.
So that's number one. You
Okay.
ladies can be as confident as you want, but one of the biggest problems with women today is your confidence is on to the point where it's overconfident.
Okay.
And it is the opposite of attractive. It's actually rather ugly. This is where a lot of guys tend to have a problem with women in their masculine energy because you're trying to be confident. How do I define men? Confident, intelligent, and assertive. Women, feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. So, being a confident woman, if it works against your interest in getting the outcomes you want, how's it suiting you?
I'm single. But because I enjoy my own company as a confident woman, I'm okay with right now being single. I'm learning to enjoy my own company because I am a confident person. That means that not only do I love myself, but I like myself.
Are human beings designed to be by ourselves or in couples?
I was born in the world by myself.
I said, are human beings designed? I didn't say we were born. I'm very careful with my words.
Okay. Are we designed to live alone? We adjust, we adapt.
Are we designed to be in couples and in groups or
Well, I
alone?
was married for 12 years.
Again,
So,
the question is, okay, why are you being difficult?
because all
Because
people are designed different.
I'm very clear with what I'm asking. And I've just had two very nice conversations. But I find it interesting that you come
But you
into
asked
here.
me my opinion, though.
But
You didn't ask me what my
I
opinion
didn't
was. I just
ask you
gave you
your
my
opinion.
end.
I just asked you a simple, straightforward question. Are we designed to live in couples and in groups or alone? I didn't ask you your opinion.
The beginning of the conversation was my opinion, right?
We're past the beginning of your conversation.
Okay.
We're down to this point. See, this is the sign language part, folks. This is where we're at. And this is why you see what you see. This is why so much of us in the Black community are stuck, because a reasonable conversation should not be this difficult. But you go ahead and say what you feel like you need
But
to tell
you
the women.
asked me.
Go ahead and tell
The,
go tell the women what you feel like they need
the
to
question
hear.
that
They
you
need to be
asked me
confident.
was,
They need to integrate men in their lives. Go ahead.
the question that you asked me was, do I feel like people are designed to be alone? Love comes in many forms, so I can't speaking on the place
Human
I'm in my
beings,
life right now.
love. I didn't ask you about love, man. I asked you about human beings.
My name is Donna. My name is Donna. Thank you. That's fine. I'm
Peace out,
beautiful
y'all.
though.
What would I be without you? What would I be without you? I'm confident. I'm confident. Let me come in here and make a complete asshole of myself for no reason. Ashanti, put that shit down. What would I be without you?
Oh my God, I'm confident. Got your eye all up like you've been sucking on a lemon. You knew soon as she came in the door, with that damn, you knew she came in the door that way. I was like, here we go. She couldn't even contain herself, looking for smoke. There you go.
What would I be without you? Oh my God. Murder. It's murder. What would I be without you? John love you, honey. You go to go.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, confidence will make that attractive all day long. And then integrate that in your life, gentlemen. You can't make this shit up. Have a conversation and she just get mad.
What?
Oh my God. She's like, man, what? I told you you want to play with me? I'll play back with you. Go ahead.
Where would I be without you? Yeah, girl. I was on Kevin Samuels' show. I told that dude, I'm confident. I'm confident, you know? I know I kind of got that Cecil thing. Yeah. Murder ain't coming back. It's murder. It's yeah. Bringing back the nose ring and the shorty. Nigga, give me that do-rag. Give me one of them Newports, nigga. Because I'm confident. Because I'm confident. The market don't decide, I decide. Because the pawn shop will take what I think and it's going to take it and sell it for a profit. It's going to sell it for more money. So I could sell it, but I can't sell it myself because what would I be without you?
God damn it. Oh my God. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up.
Holy shit, look at that rabbit hyena just ripping this guy's nuts off.
This is a certified hood classic.
Oh, fuck that nigga. I'm going to make a diss track about that dude. 50 Cent? Shit, I don't get no. My new rap name is Change for $1. Fuck 50 Cent, I'm changed for $1. What would I be without you?
MC, change for $1.
It's murder. It's murder. Yeah. Murder.
Oh my God. Oh, she just, boy, she came in here dropping knowledge too.
Fuck this nigga. I remember this one. The market can decide.
Yeah. The market, we don't like upset women who think they know what they're talking about. So if somebody want to sign her to Murder Stink, not Murder Inc. Someone who wants to sign her to Murder Stink. Where Herb Gotti? Who else was on Murder Inc? Who else was on Murder Inc? Ja Rule, what was his label? Ja Rule, Murder Inc.
Murder. It's murder for life.
Yeah, Can't make it up.
Herb Gotti.
Yeah, Murder Inc. Records. Let's see, who we got? Oh my God.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Charlie Baltimore.
I'm gonna have to name this chick. She ain't Ashanti. Oh my God. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore. Shirley Caesar. Shirley Bronx. We're going to give you a name. We're going to give you a name. Oh, you are going to the soundboard and everything.
Baltimore.
We're going to give you a Baltimore accent. What it do? We're going to give her a Baltimore accent. What it do? Make it sound like Snoop Pearson. What's that chick from The Wire? Snoop Pearson? Motherfucker, go down with the motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. You got the right one. Coming here with that bullshit. I told you we can do this one way. We can do it easy, or we're going to do it the hard way. But either way, I told you, I reflect energy. I reflect energy. That's all. Felicia, Snoop Peterson. I want to hear some. I'm trying to find some of her best words.
Smart. You always was. How you know? Y'all taught me. Get there early. Why? What I do wrong? Chris locked up behind something he done for you.
Dude.
Downtown with the police. I ain't say a word. Yeah, that's what you say. But it's how you carry yourself. Always apart. Always acting wild. You should be doing what you told. You was never one of us. You never could be.
That's you, girl. You will be on the soundboard known as Snoop Baltimore. What it do? Next. Snoop Baltimore. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys should stop this. Snoop Baltimore. Murder. Been on here before.
28.
All right. So the question on the floor, you saw the question. What do modern women have to offer? What do you have to offer a man that you haven't already offered another man?
For me, it's a child.
Okay. All right. So that's one thing. What else? Anything else?
I've never been married.
Okay.
I would say those are like top two things that I feel are pretty high value that a man would, as long as he wants it, would see as valuable.
Well, a kid is obviously more valuable than the previous caller, but marriage is more often what? Okay. So at 28, how many children do you want?
3.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Did you graduate?
I did.
I always ask this question. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child?
No. I would like to take the first year off.
And you do that with all your kids?
Say again?
Do that with all 3 of your children? Take the first year off?
I haven't thought about that, but I would more than likely. If I enjoyed the experience of the first child, more than likely.
Would you want to stair step your kids like 1, 3, 5?
Yeah, I would want.
Because you're 28, so you're going to kind of have to get to it. So arguably, if you do that, ma'am, that's like being off. You just said for the first year. So after the third child reaches 12 months, you put it in daycare and go back to work?
No. I mean, I would rely on family support. I do want to be able to have some type of independence when it comes to doing things that I also love. I don't just want to be a mom, but I do want motherhood to be a very big part of what I am.
Okay, you say you want to have family support, meaning what? Take your children to a family member?
Yeah, like grandparents.
So you want your we want your grandparent, your grandmother, or you want the grandparents to be the daycare while you go out and do your independent thing?
I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife, so I feel
I'm just working through what you said, man. I'm just working through what you said. After 12 months, the last one's 12 months old. I said you take them to daycare. You said I would like to rely on family. That means they go to family, grandmother, and then while they're at grandmother's house, what are you doing?
I'm working. I'm handling business. I'm taking care of my business.
What's your degree in?
Doing hobbies.
What's your degree
in? Criminal justice, but I'm in finance.
What do you do in finance?
I'm a payroll manager.
Payroll manager. How long have you had that position?
5 years.
What state are you in?
New York.
New York City?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 238% of the cost of living. Do you make in excess of $90,000 a year?
Not at the moment. I make very close to it.
Right. But so and why I say 90, so for anybody else, that would be about $45,000 a year in Atlanta, Dallas, because it can sound like a lot of money until you realize a 600 square foot apartment in Brooklyn is $3,000.
Very
So,
true.
how much would you paying your family, your grandmother, to take care of your kids?
I haven't thought about that, but
So
I feel
nothing?
like we could work on something reasonable.
Market rate?
Mm,
Would you be willing to pay what you have to pay the market?
yeah, give or take. Yeah, I would say give or take. I feel like
No, not
family,
give
I
or take,
should-
ma'am. It's either market or not. See, if it's give or take, it's take,
Yes.
and it's taken in your benefit.
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
How much is
I would
infant
fair
child?
and
How much is
acceptable.
infant care? How much is infant care weekly?
Don't give me the line. I don't have kids. So
Just
I haven't
guess.
looked
Just
into
guess.
it.
What
But
do
I
you
would
think?
say on average weekly, maybe no less than $1,000 a week.
For one child?
1,200. Say again?
For one child, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's use your number, $1,000 a week, but you have 3 kids. So 135, you have 2 kids in care. So that'd be $2,000 a week. Let's just say $1,500 a week. That's $6,000 a month. That's $6,000 a month. That's $72,000 a year, and you don't even make $90,000 a year. Why are you working if you got to spend that much money to your grandmother? You ladies don't think about the math.
I didn't think about that part. I haven't thought about these honestly.
Well, the thing, but what you do, but let me finish my example. Let me finish my example. You don't think about the math because what it is you guys value these goddamn jobs more than the most important job, being a mother. You want to be independent, making your own money, so your grandmother or somebody else who should be living her golden years got to raise your children. So you can go out here and work at some corporation to pay for somebody else to raise your kids. And then when it goes awry, you start blaming the system.
Yes, you make valid points. Now that you broke down the math, it does not make sense to essentially pay my salary in childcare.
No, that's.
However, I do feel like being a woman, only one aspect of being a woman is being a mom, but I would still like to be able to do things that I'm passionate about. So
Such as?
I would need
Such
that
as?
support.
Such as?
I'm very much so into yoga. I love to travel.
How old are you again?
I have a
How old are
tax
you?
business.
How old are you?
I'm 28. I have a tax
Young lady, let me
business,
say something
so-
to you, and I need you to listen. I don't know where in the hell y'all got off thinking that y'all's life is supposed to be better. Travel is for people with real money. You don't have it. Unless you're talking about listen, ma'am. Unless you're talking about traveling to Philadelphia, you don't have that kind of money to be traveling. So to travel the way most people talk about travel is somebody has to fund it. It comes out of the family nest egg. Okay.
I've been able to go to Colombia, Kenya. Like, I feel as if you proper plan it, you'll be able to travel.
You're a single woman and you can do
a
single woman, you can do that. Well, how much student loan debt do you have?
0.
Okay. Colombia, South Africa, as a single woman, yes. Where are you? How are you going to be able to do that see? What you're listening to, folks, is women who don't know their place. Women who are wanting to go take their children and let somebody else raise them. And then you just want, these kids are pets. Listen, man, because who's going to raise, how are you going to take your kids to Colombia, South Africa, and all this other kind of stuff? Have you ever even babysat? I need you not to overtalk me. I don't know. Have you kept a kid for longer than a week? Have you kept anybody's child for longer than a week?
No.
Then you have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm going to go ahead and level set you real quick. I'm going to level set you real quick. Ma'am, yes, as a single woman, you can go to these places. But just like I said at the beginning of the show, it's not about you. You get married for something bigger than you. You don't even want to do the number one job and raise your kids. You want somebody else to raise them so you can have some independence. then buy a dog. That's not a wife. That's not a mother.
So according to your standards,
Not
once
according
you
to
lock
my
in,
standards, Mom. Mom, it's not according to my standards. Your grandmother is raising your kids so you can go work in in finance or the criminal
well,
justice
I'm
degree is
only
not my
saying your
standard.
standard. I'm only saying your standard because we're having this dialogue, and I'm only hearing from your perspective on it at this current moment. Not saying that men don't agree with you. However, I'm just saying that according to you, marriage, once you lock into marriage as a woman, you're supposed to be a housewife or just lock into
What's the
taking care
purpose
of
of
your
marriage?
kids,
What's
taking
the
care of the
purpose of
home.
marriage? What's the purpose of marriage?
For me, the purpose of marriage is partnership, unifying worlds, and basically essentially helping each other to grow and
Ma'am, I mean,
better
excuse me.
people to each other.
Hold on. I didn't ask you this earlier, but are you a Christian or no?
No, I'm spiritual, but I don't
Okay. So
claim a religion.
around the world, the purpose of marriage is a woman to be a man's helpmeet. Everywhere else in the world where they have family, a wife's job is to be her husband's helpmeet. What you're talking about is some last 60-year womanist, feminist gibberish that doesn't work. Partners, all this other kind of stuff. Ma'am, at the end of the day, you'd be marrying somebody. You get pregnant and have the baby, but the responsibility of raising that child would be offloaded to somebody else that you would pay. That person, while you're at work doing whatever, is grooming your child. You're not raising a child.
So is a woman not able?
Ma'am, I'm not finished. You're maintaining a life at that point. That's all.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is a woman not able to work and take care of a child? Do you feel as if it's either
What do you
or?
mean? A woman is not able. A married woman?
Because it sounds.
Are you
like
saying a
you're
married
saying-
woman, ma'am? I'm trying to be clear. Is a
Yes,
married woman?
A married woman. Yes.
Well, before I answer that question, what's more important, your job or your children?
My children.
Then everything you've described, I want the audience to list. I want you guys to write down in the comment section, what has she described is more important to this point? Her job or her family? Ma'am, I'm letting the 21,000 people know. See, you can't reject that. You need to just be.
The comments, so
Well, you have to wait. I didn't say. I'm going to tell you how I'm experiencing you. I want you to understand how men and women are hearing this. Everything you've talked about has been about this new wave mother stuff. It's like I want to be independent and I want to travel and this and that. Nope. That ain't about family. That's about you.
I definitely want to travel with my family.
Uh-huh.
That's possible. I've seen it in real life. I'm pretty sure people can attest to that.
It's possible.
Well,
It's possible. But I'm also going to ask you this too. It's possible. And with how many children you say you want? 3? 2 or 3?
Correct.
Uh-huh. How much money is your husband going to have to make in order to support a family of 3 in New York City? To where you can travel out of the country.
Probably over, definitely in a high 300,000 and over.
Mm-hmm. Definitely in the high 200, no. Definitely in the high 2 or 300s. Uh-huh. So he's going to have to, another one of these men who's going to have to be in the top 1%, top 3%. How tall are you?
5'2".
Dress size?
4.
How much you weighed last time you weighed yourself?
150. But
you're not a dress size 4. Not a dress size 4. It's a lie. It's not a dress size 4.
I'm not.
Okay, all right, okay,
I'm
that's
not.
fine. That's okay. You're just size 4.
I'm.
You're just
I'm.
size. You're just size 4. That don't matter. Don't matter.
I'm
You're
believing
fine, ma'am.
for
Next question.
today.
Next question. Next question. Next question. On a
No,
scale
but
from
I'm
one.
just saying
On a
right
scale. No,
now.
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
gonna
no, no,
say
no, 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 no.
you're 150.
No. God damn it! I said no. I said next question. On a scale
Okay,
from 1 to
I'll
10.
stop
On a
you.
scale from 1 to 10. On a scale from 1 to 10. You can't use 7. Where would you rank yourself? Fresh face out of the shower. Your natural hair.
Okay, that's how I look right now. So I
I'm
would
asking
give
you, where would you rank
myself
yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower? Where would you rank yourself? Can't use 7.
fresh face out the shower. I'm an 8. I'm an 8. I'm an 8. If I can't use 7, I'm an 8. I'm not gonna go low. I'm gonna go
You're a
high.
6.
I see myself.
You're a 6. You're
I'm
cute.
not a 6.
You're a 6 every day, ma'am. You're a 6 every day and twice on Sunday. 5'2", 150 pounds, ma'am. You're cute.
You think 150 pounds is?
You're cute. You're cute. You're cute. I'll give you cute. But if you're 150 pounds and 5'2", you're every bit of a dress size 8, 6'8". And here we get right down to the man who's making the kind of money you're talking about has a lot of options. That's what it really gets down to. It don't matter what you think, man. Did you hear what I said? The man you're talking about, $200,000+ has a lot of options. Do you not understand that? Do you not agree with that?
I understand that.
So if he has a lot of options, what men who want families don't pick are women who are a 6. Whether you like it or not, you're not an 8, 9, or 10. An 8 puts you right at Beyonce's level or higher, and that's not you. I'm not saying you're unattractive. I just said you're cute. Ma'am, I'm moving on. Bottom line is men don't pick women who, these men tend to want legacy. They're not looking for someone who's looking for a partner. They're looking for a wife to raise their children, to pass their culture, their beliefs on. Listen, ma'am, listen. Oh, Jesus sakes. Women like this believe being a mother means giving birth. That is not what being a mother means. The things that we remember about our mothers and our grandmothers is they did more than gave birth to us. They raised us. Your grandmother baked. My grandmother was a nurturer. Her family was primary. We traveled, but no damn way would she put her travel up before her family. And the work, you're not supposed to want to give your kids over to anybody else. You're supposed to want to have your kids at home. You're supposed to want to have a lower standard of life, smaller home to keep your children and your family where it's important, so you input into them. You women like you, modern women think giving birth and being a mother are synonymous. They're not. And damn sure not for the kind of men earning the kind of money you're talking about. There is no, okay, ma'am. There is, okay, I got news for you. Okay, I got news for you. There's no balance with the kind of men you're talking about. What are you doing with your microphone? There is no balance for the kind of, again, understand, guys, this woman wants a man making $250,000 or more. There ain't no fucking balance with that. And I want folks to understand. She's not a rude woman, but this is a cute black woman who wants a man who's who has the buying power of $250,000 or more, and the best he's gonna get is a rental womb, and your grandma got to raise his kids. Men don't want that, ma'am. All right. Anyway, I gotta go get some new sound for the soundboard.
It's murder.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe that shit just happened. Anyway, okay, guys, it's almost 1 o'clock. I gotta get out of here. Get ready to head to Miami. Shout out to Snoop Baltimore. Oh man, somebody send her a lifetime supply of Murray's wave cap. and one of them wave brushes to keep her tight, and send her one of them wall detailers to make sure she can get that line. I mean, it was tight though, man. Flip out earrings for your nose. But I think you should go from here to get the bull ring, because that little thing over here is kind of cute. With your energy, you should go full on bull ring, just to go with it, just I mean, Snoop Baltimore, you need the whole bull ring. It's murder.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life.